postseason series of 5 games or fewer. Astros again, for the moment, up 2-1. And in this one, Michael Brantley with 2 long bowls, Carlos Correa, a homer and 5 RBIs. Coming up in a half an hour, it's the Yankees against the top seed in the American League, Tampa Bay, raised up 2-1. The NBA Finals continue tomorrow night. The NBA's Executive of the Year is Clippers president Lawrence Frank. Back to you.
Thanks, Steve. Straight out of Vegas is brought to you by AutoZone. AutoZone is America's #1 battery destination. No matter what battery problems you're dealing with, you can find your battery solution at AutoZone. Next time you're having starting trouble, start at AutoZone. America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I'm Jonas Knox, voice of You, the fan. He's the voice of Vegas, RJ Bell.
Yankees face elimination tonight, minus 132 right now, pregame.com versus Tampa. Yankees favored. Right now, Dodgers plus 160 to win the World Series. It strikes me, the Astros, if they could win this thing again, entering today, 8-1, 8-1. Oh, what a story that would be. Steve Fezzik, we asked the question. I said Yankees are one of the few teams left. If you fade them, you might not be that bad off, meaning you could almost profit just fading them. Why? Because the public loves them so much. If you were forced to fade any team, any sport, for a full season, who would it be?
The Lakers.
Ooh, how much of that has to do with them potentially winning it this year?
Everything to do with this year. And think about it. It's the perfect storm because you've got an ultra-public team in the Lakers already. And they're doing great in the playoffs, 15-4. And also, the season's going to start, what, in January? We don't know yet.
Well, they're saying March now.
March, but still, smaller time than normal to rest up for the Lakers after a long time in the bubble.
I tell you this, I agree I'm not a big Lakers fan with LeBron, but to some degree, you got to give LeBron credit. Not only that they're going to win it here, just the way he seems to be at a stage of his career. He still has his physical skills, but he controls the game. He's like a chess master on the court. I'm not a big fan. Got to appreciate it, though. When we come back, the picks on Thursday Night Football.
That's coming up next. He's RJ Bell. I'm Jonas Knox. This is the pregame show you've always wanted right here on Fox Sports Radio. But first, a word from our friends at Farmers.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. So much, I'm going to have to speed things up. You can get the Farmers Signal app, and that could get you up to 15% off your auto policy. That's just for using the app and driving like the normal speed limit, hearing full stop, making lane change, signaling human being you are. Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Start with a quote by calling 1-800-FARMERS.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Now for the legal something.
Not available in every state and discount varies. Only available with select Farmers branded policy. Subject to terms and conditions underwritten by Farmers Truck and Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
Right out of Vegas! We've seen some good.
I completely whiffed on New England. New England's way better than I thought.
And some bad on the field.
The Niners, they lost Nick Bosa. The Giants have lost Saquon Barkley.
What? Oh! And when it all happens, we break it down here on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, sports fans, Ultimate Vegas Insider John Anthony is back, and I'm on fire. To prove it, I'm releasing the entire weekend absolutely free on the recorded message line. Call 1-800-216-6615. I love these matchups. Thursday night, Tampa Bay, Chicago. Saturday, Florida, Texas A&M. Sunday, Minnesota, Seattle. Plus the entire weekend free. Destroy your book with John Anthony, and it's absolutely free. Call now, 1-800-216-6615. That's 1-800-216-6615. Information wins John Anthony Sports Against the Spread. I love to go 6-0, and it's free on me. Thursday through Sunday, call the recorded message line. Call 1-800-216-6615. Thursday night, Tampa Bay, Chicago. Saturday, Florida, Texas A&M. Sunday, Minnesota, Seattle. Plus the entire weekend free. Call 1-800-216-6615 or go to VegasSportsOdds.com.
When Colin Cowherd drops the info, you need to listen.
So I'm okay with Aaron Rodgers saying this yesterday, and he said this on a podcast on the Pat McAfee show. Here it is.
You know, I sometimes laugh when people talk about, down years for me, because a lot of times down years for me are career years for most quarterbacks.
That's funny. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Aaron Rodgers, 2 times MVP, Super Bowl. He just got a divorce publicly with, Mike McCarthy. McCarthy is drowning. He's drowning. And Aaron Rodgers is not. He's flourishing. And he's feeling himself. It's okay. Yesterday, Howard Stern signed a $120 million contract. All the losers came out of the woodwork. Oh, you could have 200 podcasts for that. Oh, gosh, what the world needs. 200 more podcasts nobody listens to. There's 10 sports podcasts in America that have an audience. I have one. I don't need another podcast I won't listen to. I need Howard Stern, or I don't listen to XM Sirius. Their stock went up when Howard's contract was announced. My wife would not renew it without Howard. It's okay to acknowledge Howard's great, Oprah's great, Russell Wilson's great, Aaron Rodgers great, LeBron James great, Urban Meyer great, Nick Saban great. I'll give them once a year. I'll let them smoke a cigar and puff their chest and go, I'm pretty good. It's okay. Or you can prefer Twitter, where we're falsely humble, and everybody that's irrelevant is, oh, you are so great. Not really. We don't need any more podcasts. You can shut it down right now. Howard's great. Aaron's great. I'm going to give him...
If you're eager to find out what Colin said next, just podcast it by searching The Herd. And as always, you can listen live to Colin Cowherd weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
This is Woodward Boomer Softball on News Talk Sports Z92. With the call of today's game, here's Brock Campbell and Tyler Riggs.
And good evening to you from Boomer Softball Field. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs. It's regional softball action as the Boomers are in the winner's bracket after having beat Altus earlier today at noon. Start 13-3, and from what I heard, they hit the ball as best the best they've ever hit all year. And boy, when I hear those kind of words, boy, this team is playing the best ball at the right time when they need to play the best ball at the right time.
Yeah, and it definitely kind of heightens your awareness when you know it's do or die, so to speak, in terms of getting to that state tournament. So they're definitely firing on all cylinders, and you just got to hope that that consistency stays. Obviously, with it being a younger team, that's something that always seems to be a factor no matter what sport you're talking, but especially in softball. You got to make a routine plays, right? And you got to be able to make the routine at bat. So hopefully continue that today here with the second game. Obviously, it's a Guyman team they've beaten before, they've seen before, so the confidence level can't be too high, but it's got to be, hey, we could go out here and handle it.
Yeah, these two teams split in the regular season. Guyman won at home by 1 run, and conversely, the Boomers won at home by 1 run. So who knows what's going to happen? These teams know each other very well. I just saw Coach Ben Hall talking to some of the Guyman players while he was watering the field. That's how well they know each other. It's only a 2-hour drive from each other, and they play each other all the time. So you got the Boomers and the Tigers coming up here in just a couple minutes. Don't know if we're home or visitor or anything like that, but we're going to take our first break. We're going to come back. We're going to set the lineups for you and then talk about some other things that happened today in Class A and B softball and also Class A and B baseball as they are at state today. So we'll give you some of the rundown on those scores when we come back. You're listening to Boomer Softball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin X-Ice snow tires' long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 1st through December 15th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
We serve on the front lines, fighting an invisible enemy and caring for our communities with courage and compassion. The COVID-19 crisis has challenged us like never before. Now, the men and women of America's hospitals and health systems are counting on Congress and the administration to stand with us as we stand ready to care for you in every way, every day.
Hey, this is Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers. At times, life can feel scary, which can leave us hurting and feeling overwhelmed with anxiety. Now, more than ever, we need to be kind to ourselves, kind to our mental health, and find some time and space in these tough times. Mindfulness is something that's helped me, and I hope it can help you too. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer you free content that can ease those feelings of anxiety. It's as easy to do as this. Take a big, deep breath, In through the nose, out through the mouth. In and out. Just breathing. In and out. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace and be kind to your mind.
Hey, welcome back to Boomer Softball Field. Brock Campbell, he's Tyler Riggs, and get you set for the Boomers and the Tigers in the winners bracket game. You win this one, you're in the championship. You got to be beaten twice and to get the state. So you want to win this one and get in that catbird seat, like they always say, if you're Coach Hall and the Boomers. And Coach Hall, it's just vintage Coach Hall team coming down the stretch. Didn't have the season they wanted in the regular season, but they're really, really putting it together as we come down the stretch. They're really hitting the ball. It's become a better team cohesive-wise, and even the bottom of that lineup is really producing for the Boomers right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it with J.D. Miramontes and a few other girls down there that have just come up with some clutch hits in that back half of the lineup, especially here over the course of the last few weeks. And as you mentioned, they're just in softball and for baseball as well. It's about finding that stride, and as long as it comes at some point in the season, and you can get it going there before the postseason, which is right now what they're doing. They're getting it going at the right time, so you'll love to see it.
Well, we got some state softball to tell you about. Class A, Moreland's season is unfortunately done. They get beat by Ripley 9-1. They had an early 1-0 lead, but they got beat 9-1. And in Class B, we had one more score in the area. If I can get my phone to work correctly.
Okay, here we go.
Class B, Leedy beat Hammond 5-0 in state softball action today as well. So looks like the Boomers are going to be the home team, and we're going to set the lineups for you. So we're going to set the lineups first for the visiting Guyman Tigers. It's going to be the second baseman, number 7, Aaliyah Gutierrez. Number 14, the shortstop, Haley Vasquez. Number 11, center fielder, Cece Sappington. The third baseman, number 13, Amelie Gonzalez.
And now for your Whipper Boomers.
The left fielder, number 10, Chloe Brown. Pitcher, number 18, Jaden Garcia. Catherine Davis, the right fielder. Number 2, designated player, number 1, McKenna Smith. Gabby Uribe, the catcher. She'll wear number 8. Then the extra player, first baseman, Kaylee Rose, number 4. So there you go. So we're getting our lineups right now for the Boomers.
Number 5, J.D. Miramontes.
You can hear the PA announcer saying it right now.
Number 1,
and we'll get it all straightened out here. So we're not going to have a national anthem. We're going to start right now, fresh. I know we had another break, but they are starting early, getting things going early. So yeah, let's do the lineup real quick for the Boomers. Leading off, Lainey Bowe, and playing left field. Batting second, Ellie Carlos, the first baseman. Julie Memphis bats third. The third baseman, Madison Gatro, the pitcher, bats fourth. Batting fifth is Jocelyn Treese.
Oh, shoot.
Jocelyn Treese, the designated player. Yeah. But we'll get it all sorted out. So leading off, 7, Aaliyah Gutierrez faced Madison Gatro. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. It's right through there on the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, started strong. She was hitting that spot very well against Guthrie there. It's that low and inside. You got to be able to have that work.
0-1 pitch quickly. Swung on. Little tapper down to third base. Lily Nippers got it. Over to first to Don Carlos for the 5-3 putout to start the ball game.
2 pitches and you get the quick out. Similar with Guthrie. You just got to set the tone, right, to be able to take control of the game. That's what they did against Alpha early.
I guess so. The camera is moving on the mount. On the camera or what?
Madison Gatro. Camera's over to the third baseman. He fires to first. He's going to be safe on the throw. It gets by Don Carlos, but that's going to be a hit because it went off of. It was a sharp hit. I'm going to get that a hit.
Yeah, it's tough for Madison to feel. As you mentioned, it's kind of right back at her, about her chin right there. That's really tough to be able to corral quickly. Now you got to be careful with CC Sappington. She's definitely got some power in this lineup. Time hitter.
And you said that she's up to bat, and she's batting 455. She swings at the first pitch, pops it up, making the catch behind home plate is Justice Wilson for out number 2.
great job there by Justice Wilson. That was a hard one to get to. Didn't really pop that high, Brock, but she turned on it quick and was able to crown.
2 outs in the inning. That brings up the third baseman, number 13, Aveli Gonzalez. 2 bats with 2 outs. Runner at first base. 8 on the line. Here's the pitch. That's a changeup that didn't change. Ball 1.
Like the tone early behind the plate here for Wilson. Just kind of keep an eye on those runners. That's something that this Woodford team, they know you cannot allow people to get rolling in small ball in those situations.
1-0 count. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's right through there on the outside part of the plate. Painted it nicely. Needed to count 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's in the perfect spot right there. I mean, that's just low and away. Even if it wasn't a strike, you're not touching that.
And if you do touch it, that's a ground ball all day.
No doubt.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's swung on and ripped right back to Madison. She snares it, and it's out number 3. In the inning, it's no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We move to the bottom of the first inning. No score, and this is Boomer Softball on G92.
Harper Sanitation has been serving the needs of Northwest Oklahomans since 1971. That's almost 50 years. We pride ourselves on our services. We offer household, commercial, and construction waste management and leave you with a mess-free environment. Harper Sanitation is fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Remember, when you need quality sanitation services from a local trusted company, choose Harper Sanitation. Come check us out online at harpersanitation.net or give us a call at 580-256-5835. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back to Boomer Softball. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs, moving to the bottom of the first inning. Set the defensive alignment for the Guyman Tigers. From left field to right, Chloe Brown in left field, Cece Sappington in center field, Catherine Davis in right field. Third to first, Bailey Gonzalez at third, Haley Vasquez short, Aaliyah Gutierrez second base, Kaylee Rhodes at first, behind the plate, Gabby Duribi, and on the in the circle, Jaden Garcia for head coach Jimmy Darnell and also assistant coach Elliott. Coming up and leading off is going to be the left fielder, number 7, Lainey Bowe, followed by Don Carlos, and then Lily Whippert.
Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting, Brock. We didn't get a chance to see Garcia in action. We saw Gutierrez, so it's be kind of different for us, but I'm sure the Boomers have already seen Garcia a couple times, so see how they react.
Delaney about to get in the batter's box. Righty-righty matchup. And bottom of the first, no score. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right through there. A little low in the inside. Ball 1.
Good patience there by Laney. You got the nice switching in there defensively. Now you want to put that down.
1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a curveball that hit the outside corner, and it's a strike that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Garcia early, just like Navigation, trying to paint those corners.
1-1 is the count. Nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's another curve that just missed outside and makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike.
I'm not that far. I couldn't do it. Couldn't call that one.
In the line, Garcia, here's the 2-1 pitch. That one will hit the outside part of the plate and evens the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, they're really working away to Laney right now.
Yeah, she had a big home run earlier, so you probably saw that.
2-2 pitch, swung on and belted down the left field line and foul, and we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's what you need, though, if you're Laney, Brock. Really talk about time to be locked in if you're knowing everything's on the line. I'm sure that's playing into that motion for Mass and try to rally the troops today on first.
Laney Bowe, 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first for the Boomers. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got her with the change, curveball change, whatever it was. It was nasty, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, definitely some pace taken off that run right there. No doubt about it. Tough one to read for Laney.
Now batting for the Boomers with 1 out. The first baseman, number 13, Allie Don Carlos. Righty-righty matchup again. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Allie coming in to the game, hitting around 357 for the year. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That's right through there for call strike. Evens the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it's interesting here for the Boomers, Brock. It seems like the pitches they're looking for maybe a little bit more over the heart of the plate inside.
1-1. There's a curveball that stay. Oh, he got the call. Boy, I thought that was a little up and outside, but it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Garcia's really popping the outside of that plate right now.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to stay outside and high for ball 2. They're working quickly as Garcia in that circle for the Tigers.
They saw what they did to Altus earlier, so they don't want to give Boomers a chance to get rolling.
2-2 pitch swung on and lifted into center field. It's going. It's not going to have quite the distance, but making the catch in deep center field is C.C. Sappington for out number 2. She got good bat on the ball there.
Yeah, definitely good track by Lily Nippert, but unfortunately just kind of right back over there to CC. Little movement that she had to make, and as you mentioned, didn't really quite have the carry you hoped for.
2 outs in the inning, nobody on. Lily Nippert steps to the plate, number 12, third baseman, takes the first pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Boy, she's really living there right now.
Yeah, she is. That's where she give Latoya her strike. She tries to go anywhere else but not there.
Lily, little humpback liner to second base. Gutierrez up and flips to first. Nice throw. Actually, not nice throw, but nice stretch there by Kaylee Rhodes to get the third out and retire the side. So, in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We move to the second. No score. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
High Plains Technology Center's daytime career programs prepares high school students and adults for high-wage, high-skill, and high-demand careers. Career education at High Plains Technology Center could be your pathway to learn a trade that will last a lifetime. High school students can be workforce ready at graduation or earn college credit. Adults call to see if you qualify for the Next Step Scholarship or for one of the many other financial aid resources that are available. Call High Plains Tech for more information or check out all the career programs at www.hptc.edu. High Plains Technology Center, turning education and training into workplace success.
Move to the top of the second inning, no score, and winners bracket regional action here at Boomer Softball Field. And 2 up for the Tigers. It's going to be the 5, 6, 7 hole hitters. We'll start with the left fielder, number 10, Chloe Browning, followed by Garcia and Catherine Davis. We'll set the 5, 6, 7 hole hitters.
Yeah, and these are a trio of really good 5, 6, 7 hitters. Chloe Browning definitely has some pop in her bat. We've seen it. You got to watch her and make sure she's going to kind of start a big inning here.
Chloe Browning steps in, righty-righty matchup. She comes in hitting 49 on the year. Takes the first pitch high, right through there, but high for ball 1. Madison Gatro in the circle for the Boomers. Had a very good game. Didn't even have a full game earlier today with the 13-3 win over Alphas. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be right through there at the belt for strike 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Great stop there again by Madison. And he's looking pretty determined and focused for how to start this one.
Madison in the line, quickly working. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted right over the top of our heads. Out of play. And foul ball, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chloe Browning, the left fielder for the Guyman Tigers.
That was a big catch by Browning.
Was it ever? In the line, here's the 1-2 pitch. Little change up, little roller to Hallie Cook over there, shortstop. She fires over the diamond, and it can't be dug out by Ali Don Carlos, and it's going to be.
That one, I think Browning might have still got there even with the right there. She showed some speed on that one. That slow roller kind of.
I don't think it wasn't dug out. I'm going to give that an error. That's an E6 on the throw. Safe on first base on the air is Chloe Browning. Now squaring around the bunt is the pitcher, Jaden Garcia, number 18. Trying to move the runner to second base, trying to manufacture a run. We talked about that this year with the Boomer squad when they were kind of not hitting very good. But they were trying to manufacture a run, get on the board early. But that's foul ball, so no ball, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to stay high for ball 1.
Yeah, first pitch too, Rock, on the bunt that they kind of went off with the side there. Justin Bush was kind of cringed on it a bit, maybe had to check. It says two good to go.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's the butt, fouled all the way over at the top of the cage.
Yeah,
over the top of us.
Massa puts some speed on that one. That's why it's just, I mean, that thing took off.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garcia, runner at first base, nobody out. Madison in the line. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and foul ball over here off the right side off the screen. Taking cover in the batter circle, Catherine Davis. She's not harmed. Went off the screen.
She's seen it 1,000
into the gap in right center field. It's going to drop right in front of Aaron Farley. Now she fumbles it. Runners around second, going to third. Now they're going to hold him at second and third. So a stand-up double with runners at second and third. Nobody out for Garcia.
Yeah, I mentioned how this was a dangerous 5, 6, and 7 coming up, and Jan Garcia flexed that muscle there with the big double into the gap. It's just one of those she squared up, Brock, and Farley, boy, she got some speed, but just couldn't play it recently.
So that brings up number 2, Catherine Davis, the right fielder. She's hitting 440 on the year. First pitch is high and back to the screen. Justice Wilson's has it. Now the runners are in trouble. They're going to chase them all the way back to second and third. Boy, that was going to be a dead to rights out at home if Browning was going to come home, because Justice Wilson, Johnny on the spot, very quick to get the ball back to the dish.
She's hustling hard today, bro.
1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Catherine Davis is way late on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Top of the second inning. Winners bracket game. Winner advances to the championship tomorrow. Here's the 1-1 pitch. She squares around the bunt. She missed it, and she did not get the bat back, so that's strike 2. Snap back throw down to third base by Justice Wilson, and the runner gets back. Cody Browning does. I've seen that several times from Justice.
Yeah, she's
not shy about it.
No, we talked to her after one of the games about just throwing daggers in terms of pies over some cold corners.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Squaring around a bunt is Davis, and she's fouled it, and that is strike 3. Yeah, she's out.
Yeah, fouled it right off her
she's
hip.
out. She doesn't know she's out.
I'm trying to tell her.
She's definitely out. So there's the first out of the inning. That brings up McKenna Smith, the designated player, number 1. McKenna is hitting 200 on the year, so not quite the pop that a lot of this lineup has. She's looks like she might have some speed on her, though. Here's the first pitch. Swings on it, pops it up, and J.B. Miramontes says, I got it. She calls everybody off and takes it herself for out number 2. Big out number 2 there.
Oh, no doubt, Brock. You mentioned McKenna Smith having some speed. Last time we saw her, she was a substitute runner there, so
right.
You know, she definitely has that speed, but as you saw there, as you mentioned, not quite the big bat.
Gabby Uribe steps in with 2 outs. The catcher, wearing number 8 for the Diamond, takes the first pitch high. Big snag there by Justice Wilson to save a run. Gabby Uribe coming in, batting about 257 on the year. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Boy, we need to get this out here. Madison Wine, here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a little pop-up. It's going to drop off of Haley Cook's mitts and fall to the ground. A run comes in. Runner goes to third. Runners at the corners with 2 outs, and that's going to have to be another error. I'm sorry. It's going to be another error on the shortstop.
It was a tough ball to play, but you are right. The fact that it was definitely catching it just kind of rolled out and down her arm there a bit, unfortunately.
Sorry about my phone. I forgot to put it on silent.
No, when you're behind the
So run in, 2 outs. Runners at first and third. There's the first pitch back to the top of the lineup is Aaliyah Gutierrez, and it's in there for a call strike.
This is not who you wanted back up with 2 outs at all with runners on the corner.
Madison Wine. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a rip down to Lily Nippert. She stops it, but she's going to have no play. Run's going to come in. Run's going to be at first and second. 2 runs in. Boy, that was a hot shot.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to give that a hit.
Yeah, cap off to Lily Nippert for even knocking that one down, Brock. You mentioned that was a rocket. Usually that's one of those kind of slips through and gets to the gap, but great job by Nippert, although, as you mentioned, cost you a run.
Browning comes in. Garcia comes in, so it's 2-0. Safe at the air. 2 errors in the inning for the Boomers. That brings back to the plate for the second time. The shortstop, number 14, Haley Vasquez. First time up, she had a hit to left field. First pitch is in there, called strike on the outside corner. Oh, actually 0-2. Missed the pitch.
Yeah, sorry. She tried to get that bunt attempt in the first time because they're playing a bit off over there on third, so got to start that one.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Well, that's high and outside, but not a bad idea. 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, you're in control of the count. You kind of catch the speed.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Tigers. They're not earned, either one of them. Here's the 0-2 pitch, or 1-2 pitch. That's hit down the right side, and it's going to fall foul ball. They're in top territory. We'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, now here for Vasquez, Roxy, you mentioned she got that hit up there in the first inning. Well, she needs to poke one of the gaps. You've got to be on your heels here if you're Miramonte or Smith like this.
Gates on the line. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a little fly ball into right field and right under it. I believe that's Riley Moore squeezing it for the 3rd out of the inning. So into the inning for the Tigers, it was 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and there were 2 left on base. We move to the bottom of the 2nd, and it's 2-0. Guyman on top. This is Boomer Softball.
K&S Tire, with locations in Woodward, Alva, Kingfisher, and Clinton, knows that with so many places to be, you can't let weather get in your way. That's why it makes sense to choose the tire with specialized tread compounds to help grip the road in wet, snow, and ice. The Goodyear Assurance Weather Ready is the best all-weather traction for Mother Nature's worst, with superior performance in even the harshest conditions. So drive into K&S Tire and check out the Goodyear Assurance Weather Ready Tire. K&S Tire, 3000 Williams Avenue in Woodward.
Welcome back to Boomer Softball. We move to the bottom of the 2nd inning, and the Guyman Tigers lead 2-0. Due up for the Boomers, Gatrell, Treese, and Cook. The 4, 5, 6-hole hitters to face Jaden Garcia, who has lived on the outside part of the plate, and you can definitely tell what Guyman is trying to do. They do not want to get the ball into the wheel zone of the Boomers. They're working away on every batter.
Yeah, it's tough if you're a batter in that scenario, Brock, because you're so used to looking away. As soon as they pop inside, if it's in the zone, you either get too excited, maybe swing over the top of it, or you wind up too far in front of it. So you got to control yourself. Got to be kind of an eagle eye, if you will, to spot that ball.
Leading off the bottom of the 2nd inning, the senior, number 22 pitcher, Madison Gatrell, to face Jaden Garcia. She's had a hot bat as of late.
A couple of big hits against Kessler for us. The whole team, as I mentioned, just on fire earlier today.
Madison hitting around 417 on the year. See the first pitch to her way outside and high.
Ball 1. Certainly a way to say, hey, I'm throwing it outside.
Yeah, you're not trying to fool anybody. That's for sure. Garcia in the line. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be outside, just off the corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Everything is going to the outside corner. She is not working inside at all. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That was a curveball that missed the outside corner. 3 balls, no strikes. Great eye by Madison.
Yeah, no doubt. That last pitch especially was a tough one to lay off.
3-0 pitch coming right through there for a call strike. There's the auto. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now it's 3-1. I can guarantee it. Madison's got the green light. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That's a curveball that hit the outside part of the plate and makes it count full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, I don't know about that one.
That was just a tough pitch.
3-2 pitch popped up. Who's got it? Second baseman Gutierrez is calling for it. She's going to take it herself for the 1st out of the inning. So she skies, Madison skies to second base for the 1st out of the inning. Dawson and Treese. My shortstop is really bad.
Not the half three.
She comes up. She's a designated player. She'll step in with 1 out. Righty-righty matchup against Garcia. Here's the 1st pitch. She swings and fouls it right back to the screen. Strike 1.
Jocelyn, kind of seen her come on late here in the season, but she's definitely had a couple of big moments. I think double against Jeffrey get things going.
Garcia in the line. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Little changeup. She had to wait for it. Shortstop has it. She fires over to first for the out. For the 6-3 put out. That's Vasquez to Rhodes. 2 outs in the inning. And now batting is number 6, the shortstop, Hallie Cook. She wears number 6 all day. She stands in with 2 outs. Looks to atone for those 2 errors in the last inning, though. Very unlike her.
Right,
to make some errors. She steps in, 256 on the year.
Pick up ball 1.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Keep you to it.
That's right. third out of the inning. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We move to the third. It's Guyman 2 and the Boomers nothing. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
If you're an owner or operator that has been put in the shop due to breakdowns, let Diesel Dynamics LLC get you out of the shop and back trucking. Diesel Dynamics LLC is a high-quality truck and rig engine repair shop that offers 24-hour service. At 38757 South County Road 200 in Woodward, they take care of all your repair needs. Give Tim a call at 580-334-0485 or the office at 580-254-2199. Go Boomers!
And welcome back to Boomer Softball Field. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs. 2-0, Guyman on top. We move to the top of the third inning. 2 up for Guyman. It's going to be the 3, 4, 5-hole hitters. That's Gonzalez. Actually, that's Sappington, Gonzalez, and Browning. Leading off the top of the third is going to be C.C. Sappington for the Tigers. She popped up to the catcher last time up. And it's in the line, and the pitch, there's high and outside for ball one. Sappington hitting, where's my averages here? Hitting .455 on the year. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike one on the outside part of the plate. He was the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That was just straight gas on the outside part of the plate, and if you can hit it, you can aim it.
Yeah, Sappington tried. Boy, she did.
Madison in the line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low.
Bumped that, but thought better of it. And 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, that'd be interesting to kind of get that small ball going there.
Here's the 2-1 pitch, and she does square around, and she missed the bunt. That's strike 2.
CC fighting back here, and after Masson, of course, needs this put-away pitch. CC's caught that first knee one on, especially with Gonzalez, Browning, and Garcia's coming back up after that.
2 balls, 2 strikes to C.C. Sappington. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Right through there on the outside part of the plate, ringer up, strike 3. That's the first out of the inning.
Got her looking, and it was just one of those pitches where, Masson hit the perfect spot. CC Sappington didn't want to swing at it at all.
And she had a pitch to work with, too. She had a pitch to play with a 2-2 count. Put the ball in the perfect place. Now batting is Aveli Gonzalez. She swings at the first pitch. Little dribbler back to Gatrell. She flips to first for the 1-3 putout for out number 2.
Much needed at bat there. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's efficiency, Brock.
Yeah, a little bit. So now coming in with 2 outs. Nobody on the bases. Chloe Browning, her first time up. She reached on an error, and she actually did score one of those 2 runs. Righty-righty matchup. Madison gets a sign in the wind, and here is the pitch. That is right through there, called strike. Gets ahead of the count. No balls, 1 strike.
Brock, you can hear it now. That wind's starting to whip a bit. It's coming back in here, at least coming across. It'll be interesting to see if we get a couple more balls in the air, what happens.
Yeah, a little crosswind. 0-1 pitch. There's a swung on, and to J.B. Miramontes. She picks it up, flips to first for the 4-3 putout. In the inning for the Tigers, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We move to the bottom of the third. It's Guyman 2 and the Boomers nothing. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
Don't wait until your first claim to find out about your insurance coverage. Stop by your local AAA insurance office located at 1915 Oklahoma Avenue across from Sonic. Let Gary Wise and Kelly Sampson review your auto, home, and life insurance coverages. With your AAA membership, you receive the traditional roadside services as well as discounts on auto and homeowners insurance. Like the Boomers, be a winner. Switch to AAA insurance and save.
Hey, welcome back to the Boomer Softball Field. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs. Regional action coming at you as Boomers are down 2-0. We are in the bottom of the third inning, and leading off is the second
on. She hits it a mile up in the air. Who's got it? Shortstop Vasquez is calling for it. She'll take it for the third out of the inning to retire the side. In the inning for the Boomers, no runs, no hits. There was one error, and there was one left on base. We move to the top of the fourth inning. Guyman leads 2-0. This is Boomer softball on Z92.
Over the years, many restaurants and steakhouses have made the bold claim of having the best steak in town, but only one place can back it up. Wilson's Country Grill at 3004 Williams Avenue in Woodward not only has the best steak, but offers juicy Angus burgers, hand-battered chicken fries, and fresh sides that'll have you coming back for more. Call 580-216-6409 to place a takeout order, or stop by and experience the quality service and hometown hospitality at Wilson's Country Grill.
And welcome back to Boomer Softball. Boomer Softball field. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs. We move to the top of the fourth inning. Guyman leads 2-0. And really been a pitcher's battle.
Yeah,
except for that one inning.
Yeah, and for Madison, Brock, she's got to keep rolling. Obviously, you mentioned that first inning right there. She gave up a couple. After that, she's just been rolling. You got to keep that going. And we saw this a couple of times where the bats sometimes start just a tick sluggish, right? Typically, that second time in the lineup when you get through there, it starts to liven up a bit for the Boomers. So just got to hold on, weather the storm here, if you will, and get to that point.
6, 7, 8 due up. Garcia had a double and scored a run back in the second inning. Takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. So getting ahead, no balls, one strike to Garcia. Madison in the wind. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup that stayed high and outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Madison pitching to her counterpart, Jaden Garcia, who's in the circle for the Tigers. In the wind, here is the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and belted down the right field side, out of play. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garcia.
Had some spectators over there. I had duck quick. They had moved in some extra stands.
They do. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garcia. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's high. That's a heater that stayed high. Tried to make her climb the ladder big time, but she wasn't going for it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you can see by the look on Madison's face that is not the spot she wanted on that one.
Madison in the wind. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted, and it's going to go right over our heads. Foul ball. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jaden Garcia was responsible for really kind of getting that rally going in the second, where they got 2 runs, and that's where we stand 2-0 Guyman. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That's low for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't want to give a leadoff walk.
No, especially not, we talk about the dangerous back half of a lineup. Guyman definitely has one.
3-2 pitch coming right now. That's going to be high and outside for ball 4, and you do start with a leadoff walk.
And just a bit outside, Brock. That's a tough one there for Madison. Obviously, you're trying to get that high and away that she's been popping very well. Looks like we may have a sub runner here.
Yeah, first walk for Madison on the day. She's got 2 strikeouts. She's gone the whole way so far, and we do have maybe a pinch runner. Yeah, we do. 3. And look at my roster. That's going to be nobody. I have no idea. Number 3 is the pinch runner for Garcia, so I'm going to have to mark that down. Apologize, we don't have the name. There's a bunt attempt by Catherine Davis, and she fouled it back. She was out on foul ball as well her first time up. She's trying to bunt it, and she fouled it on the 3rd strike, and she was out.
Yeah, similar situation for her here. We'll see if she kind of, commits to that same strategy. I'm going to be interested to see it.
0-1 pitch. She squares around again. She does bunt it right back. Lily Nippers got it. She's not going to have a play. Safe at first is Catherine Davis.
And just one of those bunts that she squared up properly, and it died about 5 feet away from the plate and in between Justice Wilson and Madison. So not much you can do there.
So that is the, I believe, 3rd hit given up by Madison. Actually, I have not kept the hits. Go through here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was right. 3rd hit. So with 2 runners on, first and second, nobody out. So that brings up McKenna Smith as she tries to bunt it herself, and doesn't get bat on the ball, and it's strike one. Trying to move those runners into scoring position is McKenna.
Got to find, hopefully, here for the Boomers, not only stopping the small ball, but maybe a ground ball double play would be nice.
And she does square around again. Missed it entirely again on the high cheese. Good spot by Madison. That is a hard one to bunt and get down. And it's 0-2 with runners at first and second. Her first time up, McKenna Smith, she flew out to the second baseman, J.B. Miramontes. 0-2 pitch coming right now. Swung on. There's a little looper. That's going to find grass in the left field. And it's going to be runners at every base.
Oh, they got me out of third.
No, they said it was safe. They threw it into third, and she was safe. So we got runners at every base with nobody out.
Justice initially reacted like they got it, and then she heard the call, and she just kind of gave that that groan of just, oh, man.
So pitch runner goes to third. Davis is at second and safe on the single. Is McKenna Smith at first. Gutierrez, dribbler to Lily Nippert. She comes home for the force out. Good play by Lily. 5-2 put out. Got Uribe. And out at home is Garcia, the pinch runner. Moving to third is Catherine Davis. McKenna Smith goes to first and safe. Or McKenna Smith goes to second. Safe at first is Uribe. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Aaliyah Garcia Gutierrez. She's going to poke one over there to second base. Nice play by J.B. Miramontes.
Home.
Now they're going to throw home, and she's going to be safe at home. J.B. Miramontes got the fly at second, threw back to second. Then it was bobbled. Throw came home, and scoring from third base was Catherine Davis.
Yeah, tough play there, and you got to tip the cap to Guyman for taking advantage of that, having the awareness to send them home on it. And now they're discussing, not quite sure what they're discussing here on it, but looks like they. I
don't want to be nitpicky, but that was an error on. It could have been an error on the throw, but I'm not gonna say that we've got two errors already. I'm not gonna give us another error. That was just a good play by Guyman. His first pitch swinging, and that's Vasquez. She hits it into left field, and runners are going to be at every base again with 2 outs.
Boy, and that just got past Cook's glove, Brock, right there. I mean, it could not have been any closer. Cook had to really stretch. I mean, other than just flat out diving, I don't know how she gets that one.
So McKenna Smith to third, Uribe to second, and Vasquez on at first.
Don Carlos coming in right now, and not quite surprised to see this. I mean, Masson, as you mentioned, didn't go the full game because Woodward did run rule them, but 2 games in one day can be a bit tough, so Ali Don Carlos coming in to try to cut off the bleeding. We've seen her in this situation before be very effective.
Madison gave 3 runs. 1 was only earned, though. The other 2 were unearned from errors, and we do have a pitching change. Ali Don Carlos comes in the circle. Madison's going to go to first, so we'll make those changes. So they will just swap places like they usually do. Ali Don Carlos. So Madison officially goes 3 2/3. Gives up 4 hits, 3 runs. 1 was earned. The other 2 were unearned. Had 1 walk and 2 strikeouts for Madison's line. Once again, 3 2/3. And just double checking. Yeah, she only had 1 strikeout. That is the line from Madison Gatron.
Now, of course, Don Carlos got to come in, get this quick out, and then it's the time where you got to get your bats going now. I mean, we've seen the Boomers come back from crazy deficits, but, when it starts getting to 3, 4, 5, that's where you really got to start making your way back into it.
So with runners at every base, FOT for the Tigers, with 2 outs, brings a dangerous CeCe Sappington to the plate, the center fielder. Dark Carlos in the line. She's going to pitch it, and she just nails it way out of play down the left side. Turned on it way too quick. It's a long strike, but just shows you the bat of Sappington right there.
Yeah, it was about 90 degrees, though. She turned on that one way out in front.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's low and outside for ball 1. Nice snag there by Justice.
Definitely could have been dangerous with full bases.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at every base, 3-0. Guyman on top. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed on the change, and that was filthy.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Sappington.
Sappington just looked confused on that one. My goodness.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted over our heads. Foul ball. Boy, you could tell that Sappington can't quite figure out that pitch. She was barely got a piece of that to stay alive.
Well, and that's why Coach Hall went to Don Carlos in the situation. She's very good about coming in right after Masson in these kind of high impact situations and just, giving somebody a different look. Those all speeds are really getting them right now.
1-2 pitch coming again to Sappington. She rips it down the left side. Way foul. And we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to CC Sappington for the Guyman Tigers. Guyman leads 3-0. Top of the 4th inning. Runners at every base. Nowhere to put her. Need this out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Good spot, though. I like the spot. You got a couple pitches to play with. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, especially as she had been attacking the zone a bit lower there on the last couple of pitches. So
she swings on the 2-2 pitch and fouls it straight back. So we got triple ducks on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at every base. Want to stop the bleeding here. Guyman already leads 3-0. Winner advances to the championship game and will have to be beaten twice tomorrow. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's high for ball 3. Boy, really a pressure pitch coming up now for Allie. You have no place to put her.
Well, not only that, you just want to win this battle. This has been a heck of a battle between Sappington and Carlos.
3-2 pitch. Swung on. Little pop-up. Hallie Cook's got it for the 3rd out of the inning. In the inning for the Tigers. There was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. We move to the home half of the 4th. It's 3-0 Guyman. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
What's undeniable control in winter? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with BF Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 1st to December 15th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get up to $70 in mail-in rebates. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
Welcome back to Boomer Softball Field. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs. 3-0. Guyman put another one on the board to increase their lead to 3 in that inning. But, man, what an out for Allie Don Carlos to get out of that inning. One of their best hitters with runners at every base.
Yeah, Don Carlos, importantly, I kind of stared down Sappington a bit and, won that battle. That is a confidence booster going forward for Don Carlos because, Brock, as we mentioned before, Sappington arguably probably their best hitter in terms of just being a consistent power threat. When we take care of her in a big situation like that, good job by Don Carlos.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Boomers, it's going to be the 2, 3, 4 hitters. That's Don Carlos, Nippert, and Gatrell. Allie Don Carlos steps in. Righty-righty matchup with Garcia. Here's the first pitch. That's going to stay high and outside for ball 1. What else is new?
Had a bow off of yawn there. That was
1 ball, no strikes to Allie Don Carlos. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to stay outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Really seeing how far she can get with that call on the outside corner. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, test the limits. Every ump obviously has a bit of a different strike zone here and there.
2-0 pitch is belted into left center field, but on the run, making the catch. CC Sappington in the left center gap for out number 1.
Sappington showing those wheels, Brock. I thought that ball was going to die with the crosswind. Kind of got knocked down. I think that did help Sappington a bit, but she still had to make a long run over there.
Lily Nippert comes up with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0 Guyman on top. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a little outside and high on the outside corner again. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Lily Nippert. Here's the 1-0. Change-up. A very slow, methodical change-up. Just missed that outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes.
I'm surprised that one. I thought it got in there at the last second.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swung on and foul ball over here on the right side. Lily Nippert has the green light. 2 balls, no strikes. And Coach Hall is telling her not to jump at the ball, and that's exactly what she just did.
Yep.
That takes away all your power. 2 balls, 1 strike to Lily Nippert. 1 out in the inning. Nobody on base. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's outside, way out. That was way outside. I know that was a ball. That's 3 balls and 1 strike now to Lily.
Yeah, good at bat so far here by Lily, just really testing Garcia.
3-1 pitch coming right now. There's a little roller. Guess who? To Gutierrez. She picks it up, flips to first. Momentarily gets Kaylee Rhodes off the bag, but she gets back for the 4-3 put out.
Tough there for Lily. She was just a tick behind it, and that caused that ball to run in, I think, a bit more than she wanted on the bat, and caused just kind of that grounder right back to second.
Madison Gatrell steps in with 2 outs, nobody on the bases. You feel like you just need something to just sharp hit right to the shortstop, Vasquez. That's just a line out. Hit it on the screws, but right at Vasquez. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We move to the 5th, and it's Guyman 3, Boomers 0. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
Fall is here, and that means open enrollment for health insurance and Medicare is just around the corner. Bentech Insurance Agency is a certified enrollment center for health insurance policies on and off the health insurance marketplace. If you are over 65, Bentech can also help you enroll in Medicare products. Annual enrollment period for Medicare is October 15th through December 7th, and open enrollment for health insurance is November 1st to December 15th. Call your hometown agents Clint White, Lindsay Custer, or Rosetta Thompson at 580-256-9918 and let them provide all of your insurance needs.
Move to the 5th inning. Guyman leads 3-0, and I was trying to let me finish my thought there on that line out. It feels like you just need a spark with this team. There's no energy right now in this crowd or in the dugout. So it feels like if you just get one spark. Guyman came back late on us too when they played us here and made that score 4-3 because it was like, I think it was 4-1 going into the 7th.
Yep.
So we can do the same thing.
Oh, no doubt. Like you mentioned, just that spark. And we've had good hits. They've just been back to second, line out to short right there. I mean, it's just.
And we've
just
heard that so all year from Coach Hall.
Yep.
We don't want that to rear its ugly head right now. We need some hits. First pitch is in there for a call strike from Ali Don Carlos to Aveli Gonzalez. She has she's officially 0 for 2. Flew out in the first and grounded out to Gatro in the 3rd. Takes that pitch outside for a ball. Evens the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
We'll talk about a power hitter for this Guyman lineup. She's had the most extra base hits, at least the last time we checked, so got to watch her.
1-1 pitch. She skies it down the left field line. That's curving way out of play and foul. Well, she just turned on it. She knows it.
Yeah, that had some pop behind it, but I'm thankful for that crosswind at this moment because that definitely helped pushing it out.
Hitting about 372 this year. So another hitter close to 400 for the Tigers.
She is a bit more strikeout prone, though, than some of the counterparts.
1-2 pitch, and just right on the nose and on the button, Nostradamus over here called the strikeout. She strikes out for the first out of the inning.
What can I say, Brock? What can I say?
It's like you knew something. ESP, first strikeout for Ali Don Carlos. That brings to the plate the left fielder, number 10, Chloe Browning. She scored a run, reached on an error, and also grounded out to the second baseman second time up. So she's officially 0 for 2.
And yeah, Allie's starting out really good here. You got to keep that momentum going. We saw that with Madison where it just kind of faltered a bit.
Here's the pitch, way outside for ball 1 or ball 2. And look at the scoreboard. There was no dots.
Yeah.
2 balls, no strikes, and I was looking down on that first pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to Brownie. Here's the 2-0 pitch. She lifts it into left field. Who's got it? Anybody got it? Oh. Nippert, it goes off her mitt in foul territory, so it's just a long strike and 2 balls and 1 strike.
It just kept carrying over there. It's that crosswind, just kept pushing it. Nippert thought she had it, and then all of a sudden had to make kind of the last half step. It was a bit awkward. That's why, unfortunately, she couldn't corral it.
So 2 balls, 1 strike to Browning. Ali Don Carlos in the line. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Change up. There's a roller to Holly Cook. She's up with it. Fires across the diamond to Gay Trill for the 6-3 put out for out number 2.
Textbook play there, and that's what you got to have. Obviously, you can't have those errors we saw earlier, and as long as you clean that up, Brock, and you could hold it to 3 here, that'd be huge.
Jaden Garcia is stepping up with 2 outs, nobody on base here in the top of the 5th inning. She scored a run, had a double, and also a walk, so 1 for 1. She skies it into left field. A great catch in the gap, in the left center gap, and that's Aaron Farley for the 3rd out of the inning. Maybe that'll get us going. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We move to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Guyman on top. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
To protect his home and family from disaster, Steve used courage, wisdom, and his camera phone.
That should do it.
Way to go, Steve! By simply taking digital pictures of his family's important documents, Steve can always have them stored safely online, no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Boomer Softball. I almost said Boomer Basketball. We're not there yet. 3-0 Guyman on top. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. The winner of this one will advance to the championship round tomorrow and have to be beat twice. The loser will play El Reno at noon tomorrow in an elimination ball game.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to find yourself there. No doubt about it. But how about Aaron Farley? You mentioned it. What a play. Sold out. Trusted herself to make that big catch. She did. And as you mentioned, hopefully that's the momentum we need.
Jocelyn Treese leads it off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Takes the first pitch high and outside for ball 1.
Jocelyn, one thing I've noticed about her, Brock, is she's really got a very good eye for somebody that's came on kind of late in the season.
Here's the second pitch, high and out, or low and outside for ball 2. And she grounded out to the shortstop her first time up. Officially 0 for 1 on the afternoon, or the evening. Here's the 2-0 pitch. She swings and puts it down the right field line off the first baseman's glove. And that's going to be an error. She's going to be safe on the air, E3. But don't care how we get him. We just need to get him. Jocelyn Treese on at first with the first runner of the inning. And that's going to be an error on Rhodes.
Rhodes kind of had a not too happy look after that one.
Hallie Cook steps in, nobody out, runner at first base. Here's the pitch to her. She bunts it. That's a good bunt down the first base line. Picking it up is Garcia. She flips over here to Gutierrez for the out. Nice play. That's officially a 1-4 putout. Or actually 1-3 putout.
Yeah, what a great bump by Cook. I mean, she almost beat out that throw you mentioned, just squared it up properly, and had no question that that runner was getting over the second.
JB Miramontes steps in with 1 out. Runner at second base on the advance by the sac bunt. Need a hit here for JB. First pitch right through there for a call strike.
I mean, she was in this situation before with Guthrie, and what'd she do? 2-run shot.
Did.
Not to jinx it, but it'd be nice.
Straight away center, too. Yeah. I mean, it's still going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a changeup. She belts it into center field, but guess right at who? That's CeCe Sappington. She barely had to move. That's the second out of the inning.
And once again, you know, you mentioned it earlier, right at him. We've talked about with Coach Hall that was kind of a deal earlier in the season. At this point, he's probably coaching them up and saying, hey, just keep your heads high. You've been through this before. We'll find those hits.
Aaron Farley steps in with 2 outs. Runner at second base. Aaron, her first time up, flew out. Actually, fielder's choice 4-6. And takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Just high and outside again. Garcia trying to settle back into that zone, Brock.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and ripped down the right field line, way out of play, and strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Aaron, back at the Guthrie game, she was so excited when she got that hit. She got to first base, and she was jumping up and down, had both arms in the air, celebrating. And I love watching that celebration.
That's what baseball's about. It's not about the big homers. It's about winning the battle, right?
1 ball, 1 strike. She rips it into right field through the gap. Runner's going to go to third. She'll be held. No, she'll be held at third. The ball gets away from the first baseman, so we'll have runners at the corners with 2 outs. A nice oppo shot into right field by Aaron Farley. Now you bring up Justice Wilson, your veteran junior, coming to the plate.
Yeah, Justice Wilson is, you know, the definition of if you need a clutch player, that's going to be Justice Wilson.
You're right.
She's going to be determined, and she's going to play it patient here, I'm sure, but great piece of hitting there by Aaron Farley. Got run all the corners down. Just need that one more hit, Brock, to scratch across the rump.
That's the first hit for the Boomers tonight. First pitch in to Justice is ball one. Boy, he's faking me out. I thought he was going to put the right hand out because, you know, he doesn't really have a different motion for a ball or a strike in his demeanor. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be a strike. I heard him call it, so 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning, runners at the corners, if I could talk. Guyman leads 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Roller to Vasquez at shortstop. She's up with it. Fires across the diamond and out for the 6-3 put out to retire the side. In the inning for the Boomers, it was no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and there were 2 left on base. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Guyman leads 3-0. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
Craving a classic patty? There's only one place that can satisfy your hunger with 100% beef at a price you can't beat. Get your DQ fix today. 13th and Main, the home of Woodward's very own Dairy Queen with drive-thru curbside delivery or call-in orders available. Now serving breakfast too. All great ways to get your DQ fix today. Check out our Facebook page for updated specials or call 580-256-2397 to place an order. Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 and 7 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Get your DQ fix today.
And welcome back to Boomer Softball Field. Brock Campbell, Tyler Riggs. 3-0 Guyman leads as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Due up for the Tigers. Let's see here. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Tigers. That's Davis, Smith, and Uribe coming up in the top of the 6th inning. But then conversely, if you can hold them here and get to the bottom of the 6th inning, you have your leadoff 1, 2, 3 to start that inning.
Yeah, and that's when you want to strike batters-wise. I mean, you don't want to wait till the 7th and have to really have that last gas effort. And, you got to hold the 3 like you mentioned here, and it's a perfect time. You got 7, 8, 9 up. We know these are probably, I won't say the weakest hitters of the guy in the lineup, but definitely ones that struggle to find the consistency to get on, with maybe the exception of McKenna Smith just due to her speed. But other than that, yeah. Got to have a 1, 2, 3 inning here.
And 3-0 in softball is nothing.
No, it's not. We've seen the Boomers
really
rally from bigger deficits. I can't say it. Excuse me.
Now you're tongue-tied.
You're right.
Catherine Davis steps in, leads off the top of the 6th inning. She bunts it, and boy, letting it go foul very smartly is Justice Wilson, as there was some backspin on that ball where she would have had another bunt single.
Yeah, she took some dinosaur set, or dinosaur. I can't say it now. I'm tongue-tied. You got me going, Brock.
Don't blame me.
I'm blaming you on that. But she took some dinosaur steps to watch that one kind of roll out there.
Both corners are in now, expecting her to bunt. She swings right through it for strike 2. Now both of them, Don Carlos and Nippert, will go back, respectively, a little bit farther back. No balls, 2 strikes to Catherine Davis. Top of the 6th inning, 3-0. Here's the 0-2 pitch. She skies it. Who's got it? Shortstop. Anybody taking it? It falls to the ground. Thank goodness, not in fair territory. Communication between Hallie Cook and Nippert wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah, they kind of gave each other a look after that one, and they'll figure it out. I mean, it happens sometimes. That was a tough one. And we talk about the crosswind. It has definitely played a factor any time it's hit to the left side right now. You can tell the ball just keeps kind of going and going.
Even if it's just a bloop like that, it's an adventure. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bloop over here to the right side. The gate trail goes for it, but can't quite get there. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, ball just didn't have enough lift for Madison to be able to make that play properly over there.
Catherine Davis leads off. Right fielder for the Guyman. Top of the 6th. So I can field some grounders.
Well, down he can, but I'm not stretched out, are you?
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a little blooper. Who's got it? And Don Carlos hops in out of the circle and makes the play herself on a running grab. 2 down in the top of the 6th inning.
Great hustle there by Allie Don Carlos. Called it. Made sure she got to it and made the play. That's what you want to see out of your pitcher right there.
Now you go back to the bugaboo in the top of the lineup with Gutierrez. 2 down, though. Nobody on the bases. Takes the first pitch on the outside part of the plate on the corner for a strike 1 call.
Uribe.
Oh, it's Uribe.
Yep.
Yep, you're right. Uribe. I was trying to get her to go.
I was trying to get Gutierrez
so
up.
Gabby Uribe, sorry. She bunts the second pitch right back to Don Carlos. She flips it to Gatrill for the 1-3 put out. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the home half of the sixth. Time to get the bats going. It's 3-0 Guyman on top. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can step, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Or clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can step, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that
Too much there.
Yep, sure did.
And you can hear the Boomer crowd start to get a bit louder, Brock. They're starting to, give them that energy. We talked about, being a bit flat. Starting to come alive here a bit.
See his first walk of the game.
We're going to see number 9 come in for the Boomers there as a substitute runner.
So we'll get that number here in just a minute.
That'd be Davis.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was Davis.
Yep.
I didn't want to say the name and be wrong. So it's, I can't remember her name, first name. Jessica Davis?
Yes, Jessica Davis.
Okay. Yep. See, I'm not that old. I can remember some things when I want to. Holly Dunn-Caller steps in, runner at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Oh, there's a belted right off of Vasquez. I thought there was going to be a double play there, but she misplays the ball and lets the ball play her. It's an error on the shortstop. Runners at first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, she just misread it a bit, Brock, and because of that, she basically allowed it to take a really nasty bounce there at the end right before it got to her glove, and it made it tough to track.
I think she was trying to make the play before she even got the ball.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened there. This is a can of corn. This is easy. And then she made it not easy. So first pitch there for Lily is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning. She squares around the bunt. She does bunt it right back to Garcia. She picks it up, throws to third. Great play by Garcia over there. And out at third is Davis.
Yeah, and that's just not quite where the Nipper did not want that bunt to go right back to Garcia right there. Just had a little bit too much on it. And that allowed Garcia to fire quickly to third, which is unfortunate.
Down to second, Ali Don Carlos. At first is Lily Nippert. Madison Gatrill steps in with 1 out. First pitch to her is right there on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Madison Gatrill.
Boy, Gatrill, I'm kind of feeling a 3-run homer here.
Don't jinx it now.
I'm hoping. Bottom of the 6th inning, Guyman leads 3-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one stays outside for ball 1.
She about leaned into it and
she
tried
did.
to step into it.
1 ball, 1 strike to the senior. Opportunity for the Boomers to get on the board here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a changeup that stayed way outside, didn't even change or curve or whatever it's supposed to do. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, interesting time for Garcia to try that one. That was something that she just hadn't gone through yet today.
Garcia in the line. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Madison was way late on that one on the outside part of the plate. Just didn't have enough extension on that bat, so 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that late action was kind of what really got Madison right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted over here off the right side, out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Madison, of course, knowing here, you just got to stay alive. She's been in this situation many, many a times.
Garcia gets her sign. In the line, here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be in the gap. I believe it will. It's going to fall in the left center. Runners are going to have to hold. They're going to have to stay at all the bases. She staying at second base was Ali Don Carlos. She had to wait to see if it was going to fall in the gap. It did. She can only advance to third. Go into second is Nipper. Gatrill at first, and Jocelyn Treese bats with 1 out. Bases loaded, full of Boomers.
Big, big spot here for the young Jocelyn Treese and Brock. How about Madison, though? Great hit, and I tell you what, if that was anybody besides C.C. Sappington out there in center, that's probably to the wall in terms of just rolling to the wall.
And the hit was not real pure off the bat. It almost sounded like it got down a little bit toward the barrel, and she just muscled it out into left center field. I mean, she's just got that ability to do that.
Yeah, she definitely has that power, and we've seen it time and time again over the last couple of years now, being able to cover. It's just amazing what she can do.
Garcia, that is, let's see, I think that's their 2nd hit given up by Garcia. Jocelyn Treese, a big spot here. 1 out, bases loaded, bottom of the 6th inning. 3-0 Guyman. There's the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 from Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia just hit that spot where it's, low and away. You don't need to swing at that.
No balls, 1 strike to Jocelyn. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and she rips it over here outside, out of play on the right side. Strike 2. Now she's in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Going to have to really battle here.
Yeah, and we've seen her do it a couple times. She's been able to find her way back, so she's definitely going to have to be a little bit patient here.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's way outside for ball 1. Really was really trying to see if she's going to go fishing for it. And Jocelyn, very good discipline, didn't.
Yeah, well, and that's one of those pitches that Garcia, knows, hey, I'm just going to try to get away with one here, like you mentioned.
1-2 pitch, swung on, lifted down the right side. Who's got it? Nobody. It's going to be in foul territory to fall harmlessly to the ground. And we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jocelyn trying to get that to go oppo, and if it just stayed fair a bit, Brock, that would have been in that no man's land, and might have been able to get a couple runners home.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases full of Boomers, FOB. Jocelyn Treese at the dish for the Boomers. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Struck her out. 2 outs in the inning.
Garcia brought her best pitch right there, and they needed that. Guyman did, so that's unfortunate there for the Boomers. Jocelyn tried to battle hard, but
only the 2nd strikeout for Garcia tonight. Hallie Cook steps to the plate. 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Here's the pitch to Holly. It's way outside for ball 1. Boy, if you even get a walk here, you're forcing a run.
Right, and like we talked about, you don't have to get all 3 in this inning. You just want to set yourself up for some momentum going into the 7th.
Garcia in the line. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to stay high and outside for ball 2. JB Miramontes waits on deck for the Boomers. She's salivating to get an opportunity here. 2-0 pitch coming from Garcia. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Hallie Cook way late on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I think she was a bit surprised that Garcia went back to the zone and kind of left one over the plate a bit on her.
Hallie Cook, 2 outs. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike as that missed on the outside, low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Got to be smart here for Hallie.
Yeah, it's got to be a perfect pitch to swing at.
3-1 pitch. She swings on it and rips it over our heads. Foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. She had the green light. Let her rip.
It's just a bit behind, Brock. Just a bit behind.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Darnell, some last-minute instruction for his defense. Garcia in the line. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a little roller to Vasquez. She mishandles it again. All runners are going to be safe. Run scores. It's 3-1. Another error on Vasquez, and the bases are still loaded for JB Miramontes.
I am surprised, Brock, to see Vasquez have this many mistakes now consistently. Last time we saw her, she was very solid, very locked in. She's laboring a bit out there at short right now.
So Don Carlos scores. To third is Nippert. Cook, and there's a drive to center field, and it's going to be right there caught for the 3rd out in the inning. In the inning for the Boomers, there was 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and there were 3 left on base. We move to the top of the 7th. It's Guyman 3, Boomers 1. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin X-Ice Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 1st through December 15th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
Move to the 7th inning, top of the 7th, 3-1. Boomers finally got on the board by way of another error. That was 2 errors in that inning by Vasquez, which is not like her. But now you got Guyman at 1, 2, 3, top of the order to lead off the top of the 7th. You know they want to add some more to this.
Yeah, and that's why this conference right here that Don Carlos and this defense is having right now, very important. Just getting the game plan, trying to get Don Carlos and Madison Gatrell trying to make sure everybody's focused in and saying, hey, be on your marks here. We need a 1, 2, 3 inning right here.
Yeah, you got to keep it right here. have an opportunity to win it in the 7th, in the bottom. Don Carlos' first pitch to Gutierrez. There's a little pop-up. It's what Justice Wilson didn't know where it was, and everybody was screaming at her. It's right at top of your head, but I've played catcher, and sometimes you don't know where that ball is.
Well, that one especially just over her shoulder, so it's kind of in a blind spot. And you got
good point.
Yeah.
And everybody's screaming at you like you know where it is.
Right.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be strike 2 on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Aaliyah Gutierrez, second baseman for Guyman. 0-2 pitch coming right now. There it's swung on. There's a little roller. J.B. Miramontes gets it. Flips to first. Not in time. Gutierrez is going to be safe on the infield hit.
Yeah, and a great job, I will say, by Miramontes to even get to that ball. I mean, that was right almost on top of the second base bag, so she had to cover a lot of ground. And that's one of those tough throws to make where you're going to have to make it on the run, strike it perfect, and can't fault her for not being able to get that out first.
Only the first hit given up by Don Carlos, though. Runner at first base, nobody out. Brings up Haley Vasquez. She knows she wants to atone for those 2 errors in the last inning. She steps in. They're expecting to bunt. She doesn't square around. Aaliyah Gutierrez faked like she's going, but didn't.
That's where you got to be careful if you're Woodard, because Vasquez is a good enough hitter, Brock, that
she can get it through the infield.
Yeah, she's seeing that, hey, they're pinching up. I can take advantage of the space.
1-0 pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both corners are in. First base, Madison Gatrill, and third base, Lily Nippert, expecting a bunt to try to move Gutierrez over to second with nobody out and a 2-run lead, 3-1. Guyman leads. Top of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now she does square around. She tries to bunt. Throw goes down to second, and she's safe. Throw was behind Gutierrez, and trying to reach back was Cook to try to tag her as she's going into the base and just missed her, and she's got the stolen base.
Yeah, kind of a tough play to make right there. You mentioned the throw was just a bit, just a tick off, but good effort by Cook to try to get the out.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Vasquez. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted into center field. Going back is Farley. She drops it. Moving to third is Gutierrez. Runners at the corners, nobody out on the air by the center fielder.
Oh, that is heartbreaking there a bit. Farley thought she had the good read on it. I really wonder what it'd be like to try to deal with this crosswind right now, Brock. It cannot be easy if you're out there in the field.
And now you're in the danger zone. You got CeCe Sappington up. Runners at the corners, nobody out. 2-run lead. Here's the pitch to her, and she tries to slap bunt it. Was not close. The throw goes to third base. It goes off the third baseman's glove. Gutierrez is going to score easily. Runner goes down to second. Still nobody out.
Trying to make the bang-bang play, getting out, get that lead runner off, but just didn't work out there. Gutierrez got back quick. That ball kind of came in on her, almost hit her.
Another error in the inning. Sappington swings down the left field line, foul ball. So that's another error. There's 2 errors in the inning, 1 on the center fielder, 1 on the catcher. Rundess scores. We are now 4-1. Still nobody out. Runner at second. And CeCe Sappington at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Now make it no balls, 2 strikes.
Got to get CeCe down right here. You cannot let her get on base because Guyman, they're very proficient at being able to kind of keep that train moving once they get runners on.
I'm really having a hard time not calling her CeCe Sabathia. Right. That's the only CeCe I know, but she's not a pitcher. And she's a little faster than CeCe.
Well, just a bit. CeCe is not the speedy.
Yeah. Ball high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now his velocity on his pitches are fast. He's not fast. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted over here, foul off the screen, and we'll do it again in 1 ball, 2 strikes. We want to keep it right here at 4-1, and especially with the big hitters coming up for the Tigers. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and ripped down the left field line, way out of play, left side. And we'll do it again.
Yes, Sappington right there maybe just was a bit afraid that it was going to come in kind of high and tight and be hard to hit, so she tried to get way out in front. As you mentioned, just way too early.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to CeCe Sappington for the Guyman Tigers, center fielder. Nobody out, runner at second base. 4-1 Guyman here in the top of the 7th. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a roller to JV Miramontes. She's up with it. Flicks to first base and retires for the first out. So 4-3 put out. Moving to third base is Vasquez. And that brings Avali Gonzalez to the plate with 1 out. Runner at third.
Gonzalez, had that big strikeout last time against Don Carlos. So if you're Allie, you got to harness that again right here. It'd be the perfect way to hold a runner at third.
Gonzalez steps in, righty-righty matchup. She's going to bunt. She does bunt it right back to Don Carlos. She is going to be out at first, so 1-3 put out, but a run does score on the sac bunt. That is Vasquez, so now it's officially 5-1.
Really shocked that they called the bunt right there for Gonzalez. They're probably the best power hitter on Guyman. Just it took the Boomers by surprise.
We got a discussion. Maybe she's still going to be out. Umpires got together. Coach Darnell did not like the call. Thought Gonzalez should have been safe. But the umpires got together and called her out. So 2 outs in the inning. Nobody on base now. 2 runs in. 5-1 for Chloe Browning, the left fielder. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Don Carlos paints the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Now the pressure's off a bit here in terms of you got no base runners to deal with. You just need 1 more out. Go ahead, retire Browning, and now you get your bats going after that.
0-1 pitch. A little high and outside for ball 1. Justice Wilson did not like the call.
She's trying to frame some of them, man.
She's framing. She's doing a really good job framing the pitch. But he saw her shoulders kind of shrug there on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's ripped, and Lily Nippert, Johnny on the spot, almost took her head off and took her glove with her into left field, but she snags it for the 3rd out of the inning. In the inning for the Guyman Tigers, there were 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 errors, and there was nobody left on base. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Last call for the Boomers. They trail 5-1. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
Here's farmer and landowner John Prue.
We purchased the land about 3 years ago, and there was an old farmstead on there with trees. We were going to clear the land so we could farm through it. We thought we knew where the pipe was, so we didn't call to get it located. The work on our property led to the damage of a light crude pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse.
Never assume the location or depth of underground lines. Always call 811 or visit clickbeforeyoudig.com before you start work. A message from the Pipeline Operators for Ag Safety Campaign.
And welcome back to Boomer Softball. Phil Brock, Campbell, Tyler Riggs. 5-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Last call for the Boomers. And they will have up the 8, 9, and 1-hole hitters due up for the Boomers in the top or bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, for Aaron Farley, leading this off as the 8th hitter in this inning, or as the 8-hole in this inning. Brock, she had that big single last time, or say single, we called an error there on Davis, but still, Rhodes, you still want to be able to get back on base here and just get it going.
Farley hits one sharp to Vasquez. She almost bobbled again. She's up with it, fires to first, and make sure she didn't make an error there. It's the 6-3 put out to start the 7th inning for the Boomers.
Justice Wilson.
I like the idea by Farley there to get aggressive that first pitch. It was a hittable pitch. Just that same syndrome of what we talked about all night where you just wind up hitting it back to short or second or center.
Catcher Justice Wilson steps in, 1 out, nobody on. First pitch is curveball that hits the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, just got in there.
No balls, 1 strike to Justice Wilson, the junior. 5-1 Guyman on top. Here's the 0-1 pitch, high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Garcia has really just had this whole team off balance the entire night.
Yeah, for sure. And, there has been some spots where you may have been able to get her, but she's just had the strong mentality to kind of get herself out of it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on, and almost by the third baseman. It does get by her, Gonzalez, but it goes into the corner, and the foul ball dangerously almost went over the bag there. But long foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Justice. Righty-righty matchup. Jaden Garcia, Justice Wilson. Bottom of the 7th inning, Guyman leads 5-1. Winner moves on to the championship game tomorrow and will have to be beaten twice. Guyman is in that seat right now. Boomers have 2 more outs to play with. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's way outside for ball 2.
Good
2
eye.
balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye there by Justice. You know, and you got to be patient. You got to be patient. You cannot swing unless it's that perfect pitch.
2-2 pitch coming from Garcia right now. She has to wait on it. That was a change. Popped up to second base. And Gutierrez takes it for the second out of the inning. Now the Boomers are down to their final out. Laney Vo strides to the plate with 2 outs in the inning.
Well, if there's anybody you want up to bat in this type of situation, it's definitely Laney Vo. The senior's going to go at it with, you know, all the calmness in the world. Not going to get too antsy and try to make something happen.
And Guyman's okay with it, too, because there's nobody on the base, so she does homer. It's only 1 run. Takes a big hack there. Strike 1, fouled over the right side. No balls, 1 strike.
Almost connected with it right off the bat there. Wind's kind of still going.
Still cross,
bit.
yeah. Garcia in the wine. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back again. No balls, 2 strikes. Boomers down to the last strike.
That was a tough one to hit there for Lane. I'm kind of surprised she didn't let that one get out there a bit. But she took a hack at it.
No balls, 2 strikes to Laney Vo, the senior, trying to keep the game alive. 5-1, Guyman on top. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Laney. Guyman crowd to our right, making some noise. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and belted the metal here. That ball's probably no good.
Yeah, that one probably dented that ball. I'm pretty sure the metal wins in a battle of metal and softball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Laney. She's trying to stay tough here, fouling off some pitches, some tough pitches. Now she rips it right back to Garcia. It comes off her chest. She picks it up, flicks to first for the final out to retire this side. In the inning for the Boomers, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And Guyman's going to win this one, advance to the championship game tomorrow when we'll have to beat twice. The Boomers will play at noon against El Reno. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up for you. This is Boomer Softball on Z92.
What's undeniable control in winter? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with BF Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 1st to December 15th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get up to $70 in mail-in rebates. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
It's a time of tremendous uncertainty for everyone, but some things haven't changed. Stomach cancer is still a leading cause of cancer death worldwide. More than 1 million people will be diagnosed this year alone, and it's vital to know your risks and learn ways to prevent it. It's also critical for cancer patients to protect themselves from all viruses. No Stomach for Cancer encourages you to listen to medical experts to understand your risks. Find out more about COVID-19 at cancer.gov and learn more about your risks for stomach cancer at nostomachforcancer.org.
And welcome back to Boomer Softball. Boomers drop it 5-1 to Guyman. They drop to the losers bracket. They'll play at noon tomorrow against El Reno. Guyman goes to the championship bracket. They will wait the winner, and that'll be at 2 o'clock, I believe. If there's an if necessary game to be at 4 o'clock. Let's look at the line score and the summary. First for the Guyman Tigers, if I can write real quick. 5 runs on 5 hits. There were 3 errors and 6 women left on base. And Woodward 1 run, 2 hits, 4 errors, and 6 left on base.
Yeah, that kind of tells the tale of the story right there. You know, the Boomers were able to get a couple of runners on, just couldn't quite get them home like they wanted to. And then, I mean, got to tip the cap to Garcia. She just, you mentioned it there in the 7th, had kept us off balance pretty much all day. So Boomers definitely came through with the effort, but now pretty much a must win. They know their backs are against the wall, and it kind of clears your mind a bit in that sense because you don't have to stress about, well, you know, if we lose the first game, all of a sudden you got to play second game. You just know at this point, you got to go out there, play ball, and that's the best you can do.
Yeah, so Boomers drop at 5-1, and they will move to the losers bracket game against El Reno at noon tomorrow. So if you're able, you can get out here, support this team. Those teams are really going to go at it hard at each other. Watched El Reno a little bit before this game. They beat Altus to eliminate Altus in their year. El Reno's a scrappy club. They beat Altus, I believe, 7-1.
Yep.
But if you compare scores, we beat Altus 13-3. So does that mean we should have no problem? It's regional.
Right.
Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? But Boomers are still alive, but they have to play for their lives tomorrow against the El Reno Lady Indians.
No doubt about it. And, you know, I know Coach Hall is going to get this team kind of focused in on that. And I'm pretty sure Madison Gatriel and Allie Carlos, that's going to be the message early on is, hey, let's just worry about ourselves. You take it a pitch at a time, take it out at a time, and then an inning at a time. So.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Guyman wins at 5-1 over the Woodward Boomers tonight to advance to the championship bracket and game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Boomers drop to losers bracket. They'll play El Reno at 2 o'clock. For my partner Tyler Riggs for Boomer TV and everybody that's listening, thank you very much. This has been Boomer Softball on Z92.